Welcome back. We were talking about the soft opening of the GEM, or the Grand Egyptian Museum, which means that the first phase of the transforming of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo project has been inaugurated. And also this project highlights the museum's role and mission as a cultural and institutional educational hub for the whole world, not only in the Middle East. And this is the result of a joint project between Ministry and the EU, and between the participation in scientific committee comprising Egyptologists from Egyptian universities and 5 major European museums, namely the Louvre, the British Museum, the Museo Egico Turin, the Berlin and Leiden museums. And we're very delighted to be having with us our dear guest over the phone this morning, Mr. Simon Sayegh, the tourism expert. Good morning, Mr. Sayegh.
Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Thank you. Yourself.
Right. We were talking about the inauguration of the first phase. We were talking about also a soft opening and gala dinners that were held inside the Grand Egyptian Museum. And things are very promising from the first sight. And the whole world is waiting in anticipation to inaugurate, for a full inauguration of that revolutionary step taken by Egypt to exhibit its history and culture to the whole world. Talk to us about it.
Well, actually, Egypt is doing many projects for her museums through her Ministry of Antiquity and Tourism. And in our days, we have 2 big events going on together. The first one is that we succeed to finish the first phase of renovation of the old museum in Tahrir Square. We just finished the repainting of a lot of holes inside of it, the renewing a lot of its glasses, the small rooms to the 2 sides, right and left, has been completely redone. And also the entrance, the cupola at the entrance, has been painted, which gives a new image for our museum. And it shows that we keep on all the time that our buildings, monuments, in good shape, and also renewed and receiving tourists all over the time without any damage for the infrastructure. On the other side, for the GEM, for the Grand Museum, we did a big art show, which named Art Cairo. A lot of people came to expose their art from Lebanon, from Syria, from Egypt, and 30 chambers has been open for the subject. People have succeeded to see the statue of Ramses II at the entrance. They succeed to see all the external design full of pyramids, combining the art of ancient Egypt plus the actual one. We succeed for a full, let's say, couple of hours of visit, which was really enough to see all of that artwork, to meet all those artists coming from countries around us. It was a very big cultural event, showing that we are ready to open the museum in the near future as a very big event that all over the world is waiting for that, and it will bring a lot of tourists once the whole work is done. On the time being, this is doing for us a very nice publicity, and it's showing that we have the biggest ever museum all over the world showing one single civilization. It shows that the whole area has been redone, which shows the power of the state when it needs to make a big mega project that is very essential for the country. That will be done. It shows that we have a long-term vision, and we are uniting that area with Pyramids of Giza in order to be receptioning millions of tourists per year. And from there, we can say that we are on the right way and we are taking the right steps.
Right. The area of the Grand Egyptian Museum is huge, and which also reflects the activities that are going to take place and the several departments where its contents are going to be displayed and how it's going to be planned for to exhibit a whole history of Egypt. Tell us,
Well,
tell us about the different departments.
yes, actually the exhibition will be held on two levels. The first level will be the order of our history. We'll be starting from the beginning of the civilization. Since the beginning of life has been around the Nile, before having the Egyptian dynasties, till we achieve the first dynasty, 3100 BC, and time goes as much as you're walking in the museum to see the order of time, the order of evolution in the Egyptian civilization. Second part, it will be, which is done already, the collections, which mean you can enter one room and see a collection of one item. For example, collection of mummies, collection of maquettes, a collection of life, collection of artwork, collection of papyrus, collection of material of the scribe, and so on. Which means when you go to our museum, you have two ways of walking. One which will be to see one single item in depth with all of its details. And the second line of visit will be the chronological evolution according to time history, which is beautiful because once you're there, you cannot lose, like in any other museum, the sequence and the order of your visits. And from there, you can understand the civilization. If you are not fully aware of it, explanation that has been put on will be a big help for people who are not fully aware of our civilization. It's a step-by-step explanation. It evolves according to material, according to quality, according to the art, and every single detail has been taken care of. So for the kids and for the youth and for other elder people, it will be a very suitable visit. And even so, Egypt has taken care about fatigue of people, places where they can rest, places where they can have a coffee, places where they can have some shopping for them, buses they can park very easily, the entrance, you can buy your ticket online without making lineups. It's a fully detailed, really, our work that has been done for that museum.
Right. Also, the gem immediately, as soon as it came into a topic, it is recognized as the first mega green project in the Middle East and probably in the world, just like Sharm el-Sheikh, for example. And it is, how do you evaluate the efforts of transforming that huge, great project into a green project that is coping with the environment and standing to the climate change and coping with the rules and the laws of environment-friendly projects and buildings that were taken in COP27?
Actually, it was very, very important to take this step because it's just beside the pyramids of Giza, and we should keep this area without pollution. And behind that area, it will be an industrial city, which is 6th of October. And from there, Egypt take care about the direction of the wind, the location of the museum, and that there is a big distance from the factory themselves and the whole activity. And also, they made the museum so big for the land around in order to put streets a bit away of their pollution. And inside of the museum itself, they did a lot of work in order to decrease the electricity that will be used by natural lighting. They made a lot of angles inside of the museum to keep on the heat out of the museum, so we don't need a lot of air conditioning and electricity consumption, and also for the recycling of the material inside of it, for the cafeteria, for the people, for everything. All of those details has been taken care of, and from there, Egypt is looking forward to be an example for all of the area around us about the concept itself and the conceptual plan of the museum.
On that note, would like to thank you, Mr. Simon Sayegh, the tourism expert, and thank you very much. You have a very beautiful day and awaiting the grand inauguration of GEM, inshallah, hopefully. And by this, we come to the end of this edition of the Breakfast Show for this morning. Many thanks to all of you. Until we see you again tomorrow morning, you have a beautiful day.